Welcome back to Hoochos. Here on Hoochos, we love passive hydroponic systems. The ease of use, the lack of maintenance, and the high productivity all equal a good time. Systems like these wicking, auto-refilling grow gutter hydroponic systems, and these moisture sensing, gravity-fed irrigation devices. And this system is one of my favorites. This is the AutoPot system. Now, this system works by gravity feeding down into a float switch, which is housed underneath a cover, which is used to keep the nutrient solution out of the light. This float switch then fills up a reservoir within which the plants sit, and the medium wicks up and allows the plants to access the water and nutrients. This is a brilliant system. If you get your medium, your nutrient, and your environmental conditions correct, it's a hassle-free set and forget system. There is one caveat to this system. It is expensive. So any system that you purchase is going to cost the amount that the auto valve costs from AutoPot, plus the design of the system from the company that you purchased the AutoPot system from. So my aim today is to make you a simple, inexpensive AutoPot alternative. To do this, you're going to need some of these. These are auto watering pet bowls. Now, they work by filling up the reservoir, screw on the leak-proof cap, and in the cap there is a valve which switches on when this lever is pressed in. You then fit this reservoir into the base of the auto watering pet drinker, and it fills up the bowl as the water is used up by your animals. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out where I'm going next. All we need to do is find a pot that fits into the size bowl on your pet water dispenser. Voila! So the water level in the pot is going to be where the media wicks up from. You can adjust this level by adding in small stones underneath if you want the pot higher. And I recommend getting a pot the size exactly of the bowl so that you don't have any algal growth. Now, another thing you'll need to do is you're going to need to cover this reservoir with some kind of light proofing. So let's set up the grow. First of all, I painted the reservoirs with a dark color and then a light color over the top to reflect the light. I also added in a strip of tape so that you have an indication of the level of the water. I then filled up my pots. For this grow, I'm using a 60-40 cocoa perlite mix. I added in some nutrients into the reservoirs and planted the seedlings. The seedlings are actually chili plants, so they look very much like capsicum because they're of the same family. This entire grow was done under a Mars Hydro TS1000, and links in the description to purchase. Thank you, Mars Hydro, for sending me out the light to film some grows. So I added in the plants to the devices, and about 12 days earlier, I'd started a couple of identical AutoPots. So let's see them both in action. And there you have it. That's my cheap alternative to AutoPots. I'm absolutely stoked with this system. They've performed really well and they are doing just as well as the AutoPots. Now, remember, the AutoPots started about 12 days before these guys, so they have that just under 2 weeks of extra growth on them. I haven't touched them once. I changed the reservoir and I changed the reservoir. So the same amount of maintenance for a quarter the cost. These guys cost $10 Australian each, and the minimum you'll pay for an Autopot is 40 Australian dollars. So a quarter the price and the same result. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Hoochos. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and consider joining me on Patreon to help me pump out more content like this. Happy hydroponicking, and I'll see you next time on Hoochos.